Hello again. It's another Tuesday night podcast because yesterday was crazy and I was super tired at nap time today. So at nighttime it is. The girls are getting put down by Brenton, thank goodness. He was out of town, so he likes to do it the night he comes home, which is great for me. I'm Leah of Pygmy Tiger Knits here on YouTube and also on Instagram. I am an avid knitter, crafter, wife, mother of 3 little girls. They keep me extremely busy, but also laughing and eye rolling and a whole myriad of emotions that happens with motherhood. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about knitting and probably some Thanksgiving prep, as Thanksgiving is in just 2 days. A little bit about yarn and some dream knitting. So this week, I don't know why, it feels like a slow knitting week for me, but I did get 2 projects done. So I don't know, it just feels that way. I finished Uncle Marty's socks, knit with yarn from the Painted Tiger, Old Glory. Super fun. So those will be ready to send to him. But first I have to, so I send them to him at Christmas time, but I also send a cookie package full of homemade cookies. So I have to first make all the cookies. But first Thanksgiving, right? And oh, that's another thing. So I love photo Christmas cards. They make me really happy. I love getting Christmas card mail. Brenton knows that he's not allowed to open any of them because I really love opening them. I make a little collage on a bulletin board that I actually keep up all year long on one of our closets, the shoe closet. So I enjoy looking at it. It's very big on my mom's side of the family, sending those photo cards, and it's just nice. It's nice. And I hit the deal on Shutterfly and they arrived the other day, last week. And I'm okay, they're here. Let's get them done. Let's get them out. Let's check things off the list because I'm trying to get all of that holiday prep work done very early so that way I can actually enjoy just the time and the moments and the memories and traditions with my kids. But this almost made it a new tradition. This was the first year that they were super interested in Christmas cards. So I stuffed all of them, and I have one of those return address stampers, which I highly recommend if you don't have one. You can get them custom made on Etsy or even at like Staples or any kind of home office supply store, but on Etsy someone designed it especially for us. So they took turns stamping the return labels. They had fun putting the stamp in the corner. They had fun putting the little sticker to seal the envelope, and then I addressed them and we went to the post office and sent them. So it was really fun. And this weekend was Lucy's, that's right, Lucy turned 3 this last week. She turned 3 on Wednesday and we had her birthday party on Saturday, which was very fun. We had lots of family and friends here to celebrate her and eat good food and visit and play and enjoy, and she had a great time. But my cousin Diane was like, I'm not accepting this. This is last year's card because it arrived before Thanksgiving. But hey, whatever. I'm just glad they're done and they're bringing people joy. And one of my favorite pictures of the girls of all time is on the back with them with their naked booties riding their bikes on the sidewalk during Maggie's photo shoot this summer. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. And it's on the back of the card. So hopefully it makes everybody smile and chuckle. So yes, anyway, that is now done. Got that done. The other set of socks I can't actually show you. I did take a picture though because they already went in the mail this week. I finished them yesterday. My dad's girlfriend Karen, her sister Kelly, likes the socks that I knit Karen, and every time she comes to visit she tries to steal Karen's socks. So Karen asked me to knit Kelly a pair of socks, and Kelly is here visiting from Texas, but she goes back home on Saturday. So Karen wanted to give them to her before she left. So I got those finished real quick. And the other pair, what other pair? I wove in the ends on Maggie's Christmas sweater. I will weave the ends in on one of the other ones tonight. I think that's what I'm going to do all this week, is just weaving ends on at least one garment, one item every day until they're all done. So yeah. So those are the completed objects. And my works in progress. I have 2 this week. If you are getting the Cozy Knitter Advent skeins, look away. Because I have several pairs to make as Christmas gifts. So I chose to open mine ahead of time, and I got started on one of them last night. And that was one of the reasons I didn't podcast last night. I was just such in the groove on the sock and it was flying that I was like, I'm just going to keep going. So look away right now if you do not want to see. It's coming. I'm super serious. Here it is. So here's the beginning. I love the color. So much fun. This one even has almost like a speckle in it. So I'll even show you one of the cakes. Here's one of the, so she sends it, here's the cake. So again, I'm showing it. Look at all those. Fun colors. So much fun. It's gone if you need to look back. So the Cozy Knitter, this is her 4th year of doing her Christmas Advent skeins, where you knit 1 stripe a day during December, and on Christmas Eve, you'll have a finished pair of socks. Well, after you do the toe, of course. So she even calculated it so you can have pretty much a very nice tall sock and turn the heel and do your foot, and you don't repeat. You get 2 full repeats in each skein, because she splits your skein into 2 half skeins, and she even marks which end you need to start knitting from. So the color, anyway. So you could I could get 2 pairs of socks out of this, except I don't have enough contrast really. I need to remember that next year and just order extra mini skeins for the contrast, because here's the contrast. So anyway, very fun. That's going. I'm also working on that commission piece for an old client in Indy. She's having a new grandbaby, so she's super excited. And I will show you the picture instead of the chart. So it's one of these stockings. Old school intarsia. Okay, with Mr. Santa. So I got that stocking in here. So I am this far. I'm just getting started on the brim of his hat. And you can see it's major fuzzy. It's got the halo. So these are knit flat. So this is where the name will go. So intarsia is a different kind of color work where you have multiple balls of yarn. I think at one point I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different balls going, because when you have like a big area like this, like Santa will start to grow here, like as I knit the green, I get to the white, you cross your yarns, and then I keep going with just the white, and then I have another ball of green, you cross the white and the green and keep knitting, and then you purl back and do the same thing. So it kind of looks like this on the back, where you're crossing them and locking them together, because if you don't cross them, then you're going to end up with a little hole. So, and the for his beard and his hat, I'm using an Angora to make it fuzzy. So yes, so when you knit intarsia, you will start using what are called bobbins, where you're loading some of the yarn on it that you need, like so. And you can snap them closed, that way you don't have whole skeins. Right now I have whole skeins because I'm going to use a lot of white and a lot of the green. So as I get into the other colors, I'll start using the bobbins. And this is one of those projects that gets embellishments. So I have my whole bag of embellishments. He gets little black bead eyes and some bells and a little pom-pom nose and things like that. And I will do duplicate stitch for the name and also some of the details, like part of his hat, because it dangles like this, and there's some green and then red hat and then green, but it's only a couple stitches. And from past experience, I find that it works better to just use duplicate stitch for those areas. So that's my focus right now. I want to keep working on the gift socks going. After Aunt Dawn's, I will have two, maybe 3 more pairs of adult socks, and then 2 pairs of children's socks, one for each of my girls. And then of course, all of my Advent socks that are all self-striping. I think I have I have 3 pairs for myself that are self-striping advents. So I'm very excited about that. Anyway, so moving on to acquisitions for the week. Oh, I should probably tell you about my sweater as well. I'm very disorganized today. I'm so sorry. This is the pink velvet sweater knit or designed by Andrea Morwy. Super fun. So the top, the pink, is Plucky knitter in, I think, the Loco base, which is a cashmere silk base. And then the body is knit in Marianthi yarns out of the UK. And there's this just super delicate speckle in a tan color. I really, really like this sweater. Wore this today. So acquisitions, I did get all of my cozy knitter skeins. I ordered 3. So those are all here. And when I was on the retreat up north, I've been following this new to me dyer. Her name is Sprinkled Fibers, and her name is Lindsay. And she does kind of an interesting kind of template for how she does her shop. She does everything off of her Instagram. So she posts regularly on her Instagram daily, multiple pictures of what she's working on and dyeing, and she'll let you know when an update is. And then she posts everything into her stories, and you can comment if you want something, and then she messages you, and then you do an exchange back and forth to pay for the yarn. So this is some pretty Christmas yarn. Sorry, I keep buying Christmas. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be sorry about buying Christmas yarn. I'm super excited about Christmas. I love Christmas. I think we could all use some more Christmas spirit of kindness and helping somebody that you notice needs some help. So this colorway, did she write it on here? No, doesn't even have a name. But I saw this and she had some extras and I was like, oh, I need that with this fun, like hot coral. I will say though, it seems like she uses a little bit of filters because I thought that this was going to be more of like a really electric red. In actuality, it's more of an electric coral. Still pretty. But there's her name, Sprinkled Fibers. Super cute name. Super fun speckles and that contrast. So that will go in the stash. I also received today, actually, my next skein from Night Owl Fibers. I swear, they should just do a monthly club so I don't even have to think about it. Because I'm loving all of their colorways that they come out with. They do 2 new colorways every month. One that's inspired off of Friends and one that's inspired from Gilmore Girls. 2 of my very favorite shows of all time. This is a Gilmore Girls colorway, and it is called Teacher on My Couch. And of course, I love self-striping yarn. Like, look at that. Look how fun that is. I really love this section. Super excited about that. So, yeah, that's all this week for acquisitions, which isn't bad. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm excited. I have many things to do in prep work for Thanksgiving, as I'm sure most or all of you are doing. I have already made, is that my hubby walking around? I have already made the cranberry sauce. It's my grandmother's recipe, my grandma Nani, and that is in the fridge right now because it's got to sit and get even sweeter and juicier and delicious. I have all of the bread sitting out, waiting. Well, not waiting, drying out to make Aunt Dawn's stuffing recipe. So that's going. Tomorrow we will be making several things. We'll be making the green bean casserole, except for the topping, because the topping will go on Thursday and in the oven to be warmed up. If y'all don't make your own cream of mushroom soup for your green bean casserole, I highly recommend trying it. It is so easy and so delicious. So delicious. It's so good. Then we will also be making the bread and the rolls tomorrow, and orange fluff, which is like a Cool Whip Jello pudding mandarin orange thing. It's really yummy and sweet and fluffy and delicious. So we'll be doing those tomorrow, and also getting the gizzards ready for the stuffing. That will also happen tomorrow. And then on Thanksgiving, it's just turkey rolls and ham and mashed potatoes and finishing up that stuffing. So lots of prep to do tomorrow. Lucy has her 3-year-old checkup tomorrow. I'm excited to see how much she grew. And sadly, they have to get shots. Lucy, I think she needs a couple of vaccines, but they're all getting their flu shots tomorrow. And I have my own doctor's appointment, so Brenton gets to take them. So, sorry, babe. I think Lucy's going to be just fine with shots. Edie, however, will not be happy. She'll put up a little bit of a fight. Have to hold her down. I always hate that. So, yeah, get ready for that. It'll be good. I'm really excited for Thanksgiving. My friends Sue and Jamie are coming up from Indy to spend time with us. Can't wait to see them, even though I just saw Sue. But that's all right, because we didn't end up getting to podcast last time. But we'll definitely podcast this weekend, her and I. And yeah, and Sue and Brenton and Jamie and I will definitely play some euchre. We always enjoy playing euchre when they're around. And it'll be a great time. I'm very much looking forward to Friday, actually. We'll start decorating for Christmas and also make my favorite thing about Thanksgiving. I really love Thanksgiving. I really love the sides more than the main dish. This is the first year we're doing a ham as opposed to a roast turkey, which I'm excited about. I really love ham. But 2 years ago, I had the idea of using egg roll wrappers that you can buy in the produce department. At least, I'm sure they have them at Meijer or any, like Kroger, or any of those places. They might not be in the produce department there. I'm sure that's where they need to be refrigerated. So that's where they are at our little local mom and pop market called Jack's. And they had them there, and I thought, wonder if I get these and put Thanksgiving leftovers. Charlie, no thank you. Thanksgiving leftovers into the egg rolls and then fry them. And then we can use the gravy and the cranberry sauce as dipping sauces. Well, let's just say that was a very, very, very good idea. And it turned out spectacularly. They were so delicious. We now look really forward to the meal after Thanksgiving. And also I saw a new idea for Thanksgiving leftovers, and that is taking some of your stuffing and putting it in the waffle maker, making a stuffing waffle, and then putting a mound of mashed potatoes and some turkey and some gravy and cranberry sauce on top of that and eating. And I'm like, oh, sold. Definitely having that for breakfast on Friday. You can't rub on the tripod. It doesn't work well for podcasting. I know you want some attention though, huh? So, yeah. If you haven't tried it, try it. If you're one of those people who's like, I wonder if it'll be good in the air fryer, don't. We tried that last year, and it just was not, it didn't make the egg roll wrapper like super bubbly and crispy like you want it. You really have to, sadly, fry it in some vegetable oil or whatever oil you're choosing. So yeah, definitely do the fry. It was just, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all the food. Definitely need to get out there and do some hike and physical activity and get on my exercise bike this week just to keep everything flowing and moving. So yay. Anyway, not a whole lot to talk about this week. I hope y'all don't mind. Last week was a very long podcast. So yeah. I hope everybody has a very safe, happy, healthy Thanksgiving. I hope it's not too stressful with either cooking or events. I hope you take some time for yourself and give yourself permission to say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore because it's not fun anymore. That's totally fine. I hope you spend time with people you like and love and eat some freaking good food and have some knitting time for yourself. I hope everybody has a really great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.